All right. Welcome back to the live stream, guys. Hope you guys are doing really well. Right now, I think a lot of the big debate, from the last video I uploaded depends on, do you hold here or do you break down to, 37, 3800 head and shoulders, which is, my least favorite pattern. But I mean, I guess sometimes the head and shoulders can, break downward, obviously, even though it seems like a lot of the time they do break upward. So there's that. I mean, I don't think you would lose at 3,700. But man, it's hard to. I mean, I feel like one of two things will happen. I mean, either we continue to, continue forward here. Give me one second. I wanted to put that here, so you guys could see the long. That's a potential. We'll see if that works out. Coming back a little bit, I would probably, it's like, do you keep that in? Do you take that out? When do you take that out? I would probably, come on, load. Maybe I got too many open. I mean, the internet's good. I don't know why this is a little, let me put that out. Okay. So, and that, that should be good. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's that potential gap to RSIs. It could go either way. I don't know. I do think that I'll be on Wolf Crypto Space after this around, I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern. That jump on others versus ETH. My apologies. This chart is a little slow. Don't know why exactly. Did some contrast therapy. Sauna ice bath earlier. Takes a lot out of you, man. Especially the heat there. But it's good, though. So, yeah, this is annoying. Yeah, this is the worst this has acted in a long time. I don't have anything. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Weird. Yeah, this is real slow. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can't really do TA if it's taking this long to load. I don't know if this is the internet or what. It was working fine just a minute ago. So yeah. Stack is big enough. Well, big enough for now, you could say. Yeah, big enough for what you want based on the risk you're willing to take. It's kind of like the bet that I'm going to put on black is big enough for now. You know what I mean? No, I don't know if I got to lose all of it. That's funny, though. I found that interesting. But yeah. So, ultimately, I think one of two things is going to happen. Either we reject from here. Okay, I'm going to probably have to... Give me 1 second here. I'm going to have to try something else. Maybe get the browser up. This is too slow. Of course, this happens now. Let me try to, open and close trading view first. We'll try that. Could be just a trading view issue, maybe. I think that fixed it. Okay, perfect. And anyway, we're back. Well, Bitcoin was working a second ago. I think we're okay. So I guess this potential jump here. It's kind of that potential jump there, or you break downward. Now I don't know. It could kind of go either way here. You got the trigger wave right there. That one's kind of forming as well. But it is, when you look at this on Bitcoin, it does look like short term. You may reject and come down to 108, something along those lines. That's your previous kind of scene of the crime. That's a big area, that 108 right there. I don't think you would really lose 108. I guess you could. Who knows? Anything's possible. But I think 108 is where you should keep. So if you do see, your red August, up there, and then, September and October being green, there you go. And probably not 180, but you get the picture. I mean, something like that, 140, 150, something like that definitely makes sense here. Kind of a blow off top of it. So there is that. Let's see. Indicators playing. Yeah, no, that never happens. I've been using this. It was some glitch. I just turned off trading view, turned it back on. But yeah. So yeah, skips more nice. Are you planning on selling? I mean, at this point, it's DCA out from generally October to December for quarter 4, based on, history and based on what Evan Aldo is going to do. But I don't know about what you're going to do. I mean, maybe you could round trip it, just hold it. Maybe super cycle. Who knows? Anything could happen. So yeah, I mean, others versus Bitcoin looks like it should continue forward. This has been like the biggest depressor here, but you finally have a green candle. That's going to confirm in 12 days. It should confirm, unless you really nuke here, and I don't think you're going to nuke that bad, even if the market does come down more, which I think is a decent probability. I don't think this is going to nuke anymore. And I think this will generally keep going up too, others versus Bitcoin. So I think your alts may have a good couple months ahead of them, and alts can move quickly, as we've seen in previous years, previous times. Your Chainlink, for example, that's been creeping slowly. Down a little bit like everything else, but that should be able to go a bit higher, up to 52 or whatever. So 35 or 52, yeah, that situation there. Anyway, so let's see here. Funding rates, it could go either way. I would say they're not bad funding rates. Definitely not bad funding rates, but you know how it goes. It's New York Open right now, so I mean, and what's not looking good is how you're reacting to New York Open. You're coming down into New York Open, so this could be the continuation downward. And these bullish things, little money flow may not be good enough. I mean, you do have some waves, but it's not the strongest situation, Not the strongest situation. Fear and greed. I think this, let's see how this would come out. If you're like a bit bearish couple weeks, I mean, from there to there, you're looking at that potential, 5 days to a week. You only got 10 days left of the month. Pretty much 12 days. I mean, how many business days left of the month? So this comes down to like a little bit of fear, just fear. And then you get a nice rally into extreme greed into October and end of year, that kind of situation. That's what I think is relatively likely. Been kind of flat there. I mean, fear and greed, I kind of like it on the coin market cap thing. Altcoin season index, still Bitcoin season, but creeping upward, which is good. So yeah, and Market Cipher indicator, and this I've never even looked at. That's interesting too. Top 100, yeah. Kind of like looking at total probably, but yeah. Somebody should come out like with an ETF of top 100. I mean, you can't yet, but that's eventually what you'll probably see. So yeah. The thing is, and I always appreciate you smashing the like button. The thing is, like, I'm debating, do I close this out or do I try to wait it out and see if the bullish case plays out? I don't know. But I do think the thing too is like freaking, it's getting emotional over 37. It's only 37. It's only 14% down. It's only another 10% down. I mean, it's not like. I was just thinking about the emotion. It's down 10%, man. For a down September. I think August, if August is a down month, I think September will be a green month probably. sideways to green if August is down month and or vice versa. No, I think September could be a green month. I think August could be the red month if we do come down, because people will get it scared. There'll be peak fear if you come down for a red August, and everyone will think September would be a bloodbath. But no, Powell will be speaking. That actually, yeah, it could bring it because the damn PPI didn't come in too good, and you still got some inflation. So yeah, I mean, 25 years ago, year 2000, $100 was worth $200. Everything was kind of double, which is kind of crazy. It must have been interesting, back in the 1980s where you had $100 bill, but it was really worth like 300 or, I know they used to have even larger denominations, but imagine being like the 1970s or like 1970 was 10x before you had all that inflation. That was like 10x the value. Yeah, like $100 was like 1,000. Imagine, wow, I wonder what it felt like walking around with damn like 200s and you get $2,000. I mean, I've walked around. I mean, people have walked around with large amounts like that, but and just such small bills. Just a few pieces of paper. $2,000, $10,000. Wanted to be safe. Close the trade open to turn certain. Yeah, probably not a terrible idea. Probably not a terrible idea, man. Closing the ETH long. When I look at this, I mean, it looks highly unlikely that September is going to be a pause. October is looking like a pause, especially if you get a green kind of September or green October. That's probably going to be a pause. And December is going to be, that could mark kind of the end of all this if that is another cut. I feel like it ends, I mean, bull market last time ended on the raise of rates. This one runs on the opposite ends in the cut of rates, We could look at SWE. I mean, let's look at SWE. Oh, keep showing the trade that's probably gonna continue. Yeah, I mean, this could go down back to these lows, but I mean, this would still, you're still in like, as long as you hold like 320, you're still in a reverse head and shoulder area, and you could still jump up from there. So. Yeah, and I mean, it probably will happen. I mean, generally, price does go down quicker than it goes up, so it'll probably happen relatively quickly, probably by the end of the week, I would think. Yeah. I mean, yeah, big, yeah. I mean, it opened, yeah. I mean, well, it's not the worst red candle, but, it opened a red. Yeah, it opened a red situation here. Look at CNBC. Well, the Dow is up on freaking Home Depot. Jeez. Global encryption fight. American. Do people think Tim Cook is a good CEO of Apple? I mean, just no innovation, That was the thing too. A lot of people were talking about like a lot of the left-wing media, and I mean like really hardcore like left-wing media. I don't mean like CNBC necessarily, just like real left-wing media. Like they were saying like AI is just a fad because it uses a lot of power. I found that kind of funny. Like, yeah, I mean, everything uses a lot of power. It doesn't mean like, okay. Just some of the arguments there, man. Yeah. Yeah, not too much really going on. I think the big Ukraine thing could be wrong, but I don't think that's going to be a long time before that's over. And I think the betting odds would probably reflect that right now, being, still okay. Well, they do think 40%, but I mean the 60%, the majority says no. My view is this is going to go on for a long, long time. Like this could be 10 to 20 years really before this is completely over. I'd give it, this could be a long time. Um, betting odds would say 40% chance. I feel like that'll go down as, as more things unfold. I could be wrong. Maybe Trump will prove me wrong, and we'll see something good happen, and maybe that'll rally markets. I don't know. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. See Terry, yeah. I mean, they're not gonna. Zelensky's not gonna freaking like. It's too. You could take the best negotiator in the world, and you're not gonna. I don't. Zelensky ain't gonna. I mean, Putin's probably on more of the right page of accepting something that's not terrible for that'll make peace and buy us many years before anything bad again happens, probably decades. Zelensky's not on that boat, unfortunately. CF just posted a video. Okay, I'll take a look after this live stream. Well, how high is he thinking? Well, I'll have to watch and find out. But yeah. Jerome is not going to be ever. The rumors Jerome being out. Nah, he's here to stay. Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff. It's like some of these really low ones are just donating money to the books. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a good bet to bet no on, probably. Although I feel a little mixed about actually betting money on something like this. But I mean, if I was to put if you were to put 10K on this. Put 100K. That's where it starts to go down a little bit. That's where you start moving the markets. I forget. Yeah, so you'd win 6. No, you'd win. You get 26K back. Yeah, that's what I would bet, but So yeah. Kind of crazy that you could bet on this stuff too. Like, it's a crazy freaking world we're in. They went up right to my break-even point, and then yeah, I don't know if she's got the momentum, man. I mean, it could maybe a reverse head and shoulders. I mean, I don't know. I think she may break down to 38, 37 or something. But then after that, you're probably good. I mean, I just want to take this little pattern here, and let me draw it out here. And take this little pattern. I got a little bit of an idea with this. Let me just, if I'm able, can I put this on a different, hold on. Can I move this? I gotta copy this. So, clone, copy. Let's try to copy this. And I just want to, I don't know why I want to do this, but I just want to do something like on a high time. Yeah. A freaking paste. Yeah, it's like something like that. I don't know what. It's like a common freaking, you know what I mean? It's like a common pattern, and then you jump. I don't know why I wanna. It's not. More so like this, honestly. It's probably not gonna jump up that much, but you get what I'm saying. I mean, Bitcoin does generally top out before the S&P 500. Just keep that in mind. So yeah. Yeah, I just appreciate you guys smashing the like button. If you guys are interested in trading, by the way, check out the pinned comment for BloFin, 20% off your fees for life, up to 100K bonus there too for trading and depositing. So check it out. And remember, I'll give you one free month in Aldo Empire VIP Discord if you sign up and deposit at least $100 into any of the exchanges down below. Just make sure you open a support ticket with your UID or your email, and we'll get you sorted. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's Is what it is. That's a bear div too. That's why I'm a little bit more. That's why I think, especially that damn 2-day, like that tells you could be headed down to like 37, 38. Big thing there. If it's like this, you're headed down to freaking God knows where. It's like that, you're headed down to the previous 2 times were a nightmare. But third time usually is different. I don't know. For some reason, I think so. Same thing with the September thing. I do think that August is probably going to be the red month. September's good, and October's good. 3 strikes and you're out. Third time doesn't work out as well. People see twice. They see, oh, last time it was like this time it was like this, and then the third time, nope. You know what I mean? Now let's do a little bit of comparison here. Let's do a little bit of 4-year cycle comparison. I want to do this on, I don't know, something that's not marked up too much. I want to compare this to, that was September, not too good. So you didn't get a red dot until the end of it. Now you're getting a red dot. I mean, I guess some people would argue this is the top, but I think that's a little premature to say. The red right there, and then you continued forward. Let's look at this in 2017. I believe the same thing happened. It was a red. There you go. Red September, right around September 11th, too. I think we're a little bit early, though. I think we're going to peak out a little bit early. We're going to peak out a month before. I mean, when was this peak? November 8th. December. I think we're going to peak out a month before. If it's a month before, maybe it's August. Maybe it's a little bit different this time around. The thing, too, with the 4-year cycle, you had some red here. This was, well, no, that was March, excuse me. Yeah, so it was a little bit, January actually was kind of red here, but it was, that was just such a crazy freaking, I mean, there was, okay, that was kind of here, yeah. Oh, wait a second. Why am I getting confused by this? Your big month was 20, yeah, no, it was, right there. So it's similar in that sense. I mean, it's just more extended this time, but yeah. Because it is more, that's the thing with diminished returns here. I mean, this whole, situation, that jump, this is more this is more freaking with COVID, more smooth. So you're just waiting. I mean, bear div, maybe, I think we need like one more here. That was kind of your last, I mean, where was this? That was your, oh, interesting. That was August, though, that you confirmed the, hold up. Okay, no, it was September, actually, but the top was August 28th. Okay, that was, give or take a few days. Couple weeks early. It's around the same time. If you continue downward, I mean, what's the lowest you can go here? Probably 102, but I don't even think you'd lose 108. A little bit downward, then continue forward, most likely. I don't think you're going to see this 3. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think you're going to see it. It's probably going to be something like this, you know what I mean? You may not see that until October. And the next red dot could be it. The next red dot could be the end of most of it, because you didn't really see that, I mean, you saw that here. That was September. You actually did see it. Interesting. I think it was different though, because it was like coming up. It's probably not gonna get it this time. I could be wrong. You're probably not gonna get it this time. Here you got it. You did get it there, but I don't know. And then you had a little bit more, just a little bit more there. Same thing. Well, we could look at the monthly if you want to get really, really technical. I don't know why I want to look at it in regular candles, maybe. So that kind of was nail in the coffin, December. And then there, you had a red Heiken Ashy, but no cigar. And then right there you had that. So, yeah, probably a decent bet that your next monthly red dot would be nail in the coffin here. But that could be months away, obviously. You don't like my thumbnail? I think my thumbnail is pretty good, man. What's wrong with my thumbnail? I ask you for I think my thumbnails are right, man. What's wrong with my thumbnail? You tell me what's wrong with my thumbnail. I got an issue with my thumbnail here, man. Tell me what you think about my thumbnail. A beer. I want to hear about that. You guys don't like my thumbnails? Don't say it's bad. Well, all right. It's not descriptive enough. I want more of a description. What do you think of my thumbnail, man? Is my thumbnail even presenting well? It should. I uploaded the. It may be an issue of me uploading the damn. No, it's working. Okay. I think it's okay. I had a meeting one time with, not you, but somebody probably pretty similar to you, and can you recreate one? Well, how would you recreate it? That's what I want to know. What would you do? What would you do to make it better? I don't know. I think they're good enough, man. I don't think I would use you as a thumbnail person. I'm not. No offense to you, but I just don't think. I've dealt with people. I remember one of those things that like it was like one of those meetings, and they put like me with like 3 other like I don't know YouTube creators or whatever. And they didn't tell me who they were. It's just like what the. They weren't very. Yeah, it's kind of they didn't have a very good sales pitch, but yeah, I don't know. And he makes stupid dumb faces. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I think my thumbnails are good enough, man. I need to hear like what are you gonna do? You know, a lot of these people they don't answer your damn questions. You ask a question, they don't answer. They don't answer the damn question. You know what I mean? You know, there's a lot of people. It's like they say something on Twitter, like Bitcoin's going to this amount, or the Fed's going to cut, or whatever, and then it'll be like day before FOMC meeting, the Fed's going to cut. They're going to cut tomorrow, and I'll be like, how do you know? And they won't answer, and the Fed won't even cut. They didn't know. But yeah. It's kind of like how many more views could I get with your thumbnail? They don't know. You know, there's no. The problem with it too is like, you know, I don't know the title of the damn video, you know, until I make it. You know what I mean? Like the market's always changing. Like I can't. You know, I had a thumbnail guy some years ago. It was too delayed. You know what I mean? Like they took too long. You know, and the amount of time it took, I could have done something equally as good. It's not like, I mean, you could do some sample ones. I guess people got a bunch set up and then they just type in like the words they want, but it's kind of the same thumbnail. So it's not, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think the days of people actually making money from making thumbnails for people are very limited. The AI is getting so good these days. Like, I don't think you got like a couple years max with that, maybe 5 years max with doing thumbnails for people. I mean, you know, you could argue that there's certain people they keep in position. Japan does that a lot. Like they keep people in certain positions even though they don't really need them, just for the, you know, respect or whatever. You may see more of that, but capitalism's pretty ruthless in some ways, so probably not. You know, I think the thumbnails are fine, man. The thing too is like how much you want to charge me to do a thumbnail? I mean. ETH could reject from if we dump, or will it just dump? I mean, yeah, obviously anything. It could reject from anywhere, man. It could reject from up here, you know, anywhere theoretically. But no, I think it would just kind of like falter out around where we are right now and start to come back down and lose these areas and come down farther. So yeah. But like I feel like your thumbnails aren't going to be that great. The problem is like, you know, first of all, your English isn't even that great. So, and I remember I had a guy, and I would tell him to like put something in the thumbnail text, and he couldn't even do it right because he would change it from proper English to improper English. But first of all, for the free course thumbnails, yeah, I think I'm good, man. I don't watch your damn thumbnails. No offense, I just don't watch your thumbnails. I don't. But that, like the course, that was something he did ahead of time, and you had time, and you knew what to. Like, I need time-sensitive thumbnails, man. I need it done within a minute, like at any hour of the day. That ain't gonna happen. It's physically impossible. It's always funny when somebody writes like bro or says bro a lot. You kind of know where they're from. A lot, not always, but like bro in all caps and stuff, or when they type in like big capital letters. You know where they're typing from. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy, but you know where. You know likely what part of the world it is. No offense to anybody from it. Like, I think it's not a bad strategy, but it stands out. You know. 20 thumbnails. Yeah. This entire live stream is going to be at the thumbnails. Yeah, time sensitive thumbnails. TST. Yeah, I need T. It's not like, I don't know. I don't think like for the amount of value having a thumbnail that's, first of all, based on the thumbnail I have for this live stream, your thumbnail at best is going to be like 20% better than how it is right now. And it's probably not going to be done in the amount of time I need it done in. You know what I mean? Like, so I just don't think it's worth it, man. Unfortunately, I need TST. Yeah. I think I know where you're going, Longfeller. They don't usually write that out, though, I don't think. I think I know where you're alluding to, but those aren't trying to sell you thumbnails. People from, you're thinking like Nigeria, I think. Yeah, they're not trying to sell you thumbnails normally. I haven't seen the Nigerian print scam too much. There was one scam that I saw with what was that? I was trying to sell something on eBay when I was in like high school or something, and it was like they pretended to like have paid for it, and they wanted me to ship the phone to Nigeria, I think. But I figured out they never actually paid for it. It was just a scam. What's up, Longfeller? Yeah, appreciate you, man. But no, man, I appreciate the hustle. I just don't think. I think like for the AI is getting so good. You know, I think my thumbnails are 8 out of 10. Even if you could provide something that's a 10 out of 10, it's only 20% better. And I need I need TST, so it's not gonna, you know. The wild face thumbnails, those are a dime. It's like cringe content. Like, you get a little more views, but no one intelligent watches. How do I feel about HBAR? I think it should do well, as I've stated. I mean, get a little speed bump here. It should bottom out, I would think, relatively soon, you know, maybe a week or two. Then you got a good shot at, like, you know, at least back up to, I think you should be able to make a new all-time high, you know, 2 or 3x. I mean, I appreciate you watching my videos. Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't think you're a scammer. I didn't think you're a scammer. Sorry. I didn't think you were a scammer. No, I appreciate the hustle, man. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's, you know, I just don't think you could help me that much, unfortunately. I need times TST, and it's just not, I've had people before, and it's not that they were, like, bad. It's just the timing isn't the best. And at this point with the AI, I mean, the thumbnails are, your thumbnail at best is only going to be like 10% better. So yeah. What country are you in? I'm curious. Where are you? Let's see if I'm not going to tell you what my guess is, but I think it's yeah. Appreciate you, Isaac. Yeah. Yeah. PBN's great. I'll be on Friday, I think. Yeah. A couple more days. That's not. Nah, man. It's not good enough. 10 to 15 minutes. I need it like. The thing is, you gotta sleep too, man. Like that's not like I have people have had to, like I know you're gonna tell me anything to get me to like buy your thumbnails, but unfortunately, no. I mean, if you want to recreate one and email it to me, you feel free to do that, but I'm probably not gonna buy it, unfortunately. What AI am I using for thumbnails? I don't know if I want to give that away, man. It's like one of those AIs that people know about, but it does more things than I want people to know it can do. You know what I mean? In some ways, there's some hacks with that I kind of don't want people to know, so I'm not going to mention it. But it's not. It's an AI you've heard of. It's not. It's not ChatGPT, but it's if you mess around enough with different AIs for thumbnails, you know. But not an AI specifically designed for thumbnails. Just trying to create thumbnails with different AIs. Um, that's the thing too. It's like, yeah, you don't ask for money. Like that's not. It's like those things they call you up like, oh, it's free vacation. You know what I mean? I remember like nothing's free, man. Like that's not. I don't want nothing for free. That's not how I operate. Like, that makes me more. If something's free, it makes you think like nothing's free. That's not how. It's not really. We're not in North Korea. We're not in. Well, even that would be an example. Even if we were, like, there's still nothing's free. It's not. I'm not in Miami, although this background probably you can see a little. I wonder if you guys could guess what city by the background. Oh yeah, I'll look at what. Don't send too many, man, because then you're gonna try to. That could be one of those things where he's gonna try to bill me or something. I don't know how that could work, but you know. Yeah, okay. You know where I am at. I don't know. My guess is this trigger wave. You're probably gonna come down farther to these points or something, and that's your summer correction. Then you'll probably continue forward. Hopefully, make a new all-time. I mean, I would guess if you did, that, and then that, sometime in September. I mean, that, yeah, that's probably the earliest you could hit 7,000, like mid-October, I would say. Nah, I'm not in the. I'm surprised you think Midwest from that. Interesting. Yeah, well. I mean, somebody said it. If you know what the Mister is. Yeah. It's somewhere outside the UI. I mean, it's not the easiest guess, but you know. Am I gonna cut the long? I don't know, man. I'll let the Discord know if I cut it. Wait. Market update? You were here the whole time. What? Market update? What have I been talking about the entire day? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Seattle? Interesting. Nah, I'm in Bangkok, man. So you've been talking to me you've been in the live stream the entire time. Discord. Yeah. It's always like funny, like the discursions too. You're close, man. I mean, it's not the best like view of Bangkok here. I mean, can you even tell I'm in a city? I mean, I don't know. There's probably a lot of glare with the window. Even like, there's some buildings behind me, nothing that large, mainly just condos. You would think like medium-sized city, like a Tampa, Florida, or something, or even a Seattle or Midwest. That's what you'd probably think. You wouldn't think no big city. You know, Orlando, Florida, even. That does look kind of bearish. I think you're going to come down to that point. Yeah, 320 most likely. I definitely want to see what CryptoFace said. So yeah, and by the way, guys, if you're interested in trading, you get on BitFi up to 10K worth of Bitcoin, 20% of your fees for life. In addition to that, and then 20% of your fees for life on BloFin plus 100K deposit and trade rewards. Similar thing with Bitunix, except that's 25% of your fees for life on Bitunix over 100K Bitcoin. So yeah. Panhandle. Okay, cool. I haven't been to Panhandle in a minute. I've driven through there. I haven't really been to Tallahassee ever, I don't think. Yeah, have I? I've like driven through there from Georgia. Like if you went from like, I think Atlanta to like East Coast of Florida, driven through that. I've driven through there, like through Mobile, Alabama, all that. Yeah, from Jacksonville. Not a bad drive in Louisiana, into Texas, all that. I was in Austin a day. I probably should go back to Austin at some point because, it's one of those cities everybody talks about. One of those cities that's popped up in the last, decade, 2 decades or whatever. This kind of looks like it's going to break down to 108, I would guess. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just not looking the best at the moment. It's probably going to break down or whatever. Let's see, I got 45 minutes before I'm going to Wolf Crypto. Did some sauna ice bath earlier. I guess a little tired from that. Good recovery though. Get the toxins out. But yeah. I don't know. I think we're probably gonna go down a little bit more. You could try. You have that spider line. Let's see something here. You could try that. Or that. Maybe give it a little leeway. I don't know. Something like that. Something along those lines, yeah. I think this is going to be your bear month. That's my guess here, guys. I think August is your bear month, and then September is your good month, and October is your good month as well. And then hopefully November, December, but that's to be seen. I think things will generally kind of stay good there. A couple more coins. I don't know. I want to look at, just some alts that probably will fend pretty well during this little pullback. This is actually up surprisingly. ApeCoin. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is going to be that bad of a freaking, CRO. I mean, okay, we're rejecting from that area, but I don't think we're going to be that bad of a overall thing. I mean, you came up, would you double from your freaking, what was that jump? Yeah, over 100%. This is volatile as hell, but yeah. Sideways boring, sideways bearish into end of month, in all likelihood. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you probably should. Yeah, that's a good, that's a good point. Well, no, I mean, if it's 5 a.m., it could still be kind of dark in the West Coast, I guess. You could guess it. See, I don't think Seattle, it'd be sick. What time would it be in Seattle? Oh, no, it would be, I don't even freaking know. Would it be 7 a.m.? Okay, yeah, it would probably still, it would be light. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what sunrise is. It would probably, I mean, it's summer, so sunrise would probably be at like 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. the latest. So yeah, it probably would have been still light. Here you get more of the 12 hours, It's dark 7, it's light 6:37, It is interesting getting more used to 12 hours of daylight after being in Finland for a month where it's like, gets light at 4 a.m., gets dark at 10 or 11 p.m. We could do Arrow, yeah. I don't know too much about. Oh yeah, Aerodrome. I don't know. This thing has always sounded like nonsense to me, but I do think it's got a good shot of coming up. Maybe a double or so here. I think this is more of just a speed bump for a lot of this market. You're kind of just coming down a little speed bump, and then you should continue forward. But we'll see how long the speed bump lasts. The other thing that's I feel like a lot of stuff in general, like. If you look at like ETH on like the freaking 2-month, like green dot should be continuation, rare kind of bullish sign generally. I mean, I wouldn't get overly pessimistic, but I just do think in the next week or two you could come down farther. So yeah, that's ultimately what I'm looking at. Anyway, guys, I don't know if there's really too much more to look at right now. I may or may not close out the ETH long for a loss. I don't know. I'm just trying to think what's been up the most in the last like 24 hours. Yeah, okay. It's a little weird how. About 7 days. Okay, but yeah, I knew that would. Well, yeah, I mean, let's take a look at Cardano. He's a big player. Yeah, that should generally. I'm just curious about, monthly green. I mean, this should come back up to like 2 something. I could see this making a new all-time high, or at least getting close to it. You know what I mean? This should hit $2 at some point this year. You just got to repeat what you've done recently before in these 2 jumps, and then voila, you're at $2. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna get going. Smash the like button, and then remember to check out the link pinned chat for BloFin, 20% reviews for life. I'll leave my link up to 100K futures the bonus based on deposit and trading volume, I think. Or actually, I think it's just, I forget what this is. I think it's just deposit maybe, but, oh yeah, plus volume, I think too. So yeah, deposit and trading volume. And similar thing here, I think, on Bitunix, and BYDFI is 10K worth of Bitcoin. Maybe this one's a little bit, 100 mil trading volume, 10K worth of Bitcoin. So check it out if you guys are interested. I'll see you guys soon.